Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Shop Chicks.
Good morning.
I'm Jerry.
And Marianne.
We are here at Chesapeake Bay Coffee Company, of course, in Northeast Maryland.
Yep.
Just want to welcome you this morning. Thanks for tuning in, and please comment below if it's your first time, and let us know what's going on in your life, and maybe drop a little comment on maybe what is the best thing that's happened to you this summer. All right.
Yep, we love comments, and whether they come through the feed. Some people send us private message comments, but
Hey,
please
Liz.
throw them through the feed. Hi, Liz. That's right. And let us know if you have any topics you'd like us to talk about as well.
So, I have a question for everybody today. Have you ever been out with a group or maybe just one person, and maybe your conversation stalls and you're not sure where you go from there, and then maybe the phone comes out and you either entertain yourself with one of your games, or you use an app or YouTube to kind of show somebody a video or anything else, hoping that maybe
Oh, are we on Coffee
Yes,
Shop Talks?
yes.
I was checking my phone.
So, if that happens, what do you do? Like, you're hoping to maybe restart that conversation, that you're not sure where to go. And I have a big concern with that. I feel like we might be losing, an ability to kind of communicate and tell people what's going on in our lives. To be able to build relationships more, connect with more people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to kind of bring that to everybody's attention and see what your thoughts were. There are a lot of good points of technology. Our phones, our computers, our laptops, texting, emails, everything that just, it cuts down on time. There is a lot of time spent sometimes with trying to communicate with people the way
We used to communicate old school.
like write a letter. You
Yeah.
get on the phone. You're attached to a wall, things like that. So, good morning, Renee. So it does save time, just to send a quick text, find out what somebody's doing. There's that instant satisfaction that people get when you get a response right away, or maybe not if somebody doesn't text you back right away. Then you
crickets, then you start to worry, what's the matter?
and then you get a
But
little
no.
pissed off.
Yeah, kind of happens. What's going on? Are they snubbing me? No, they're actually just busy.
So technology also keeps us organized. I know my phone has my calendar in it. It alerts me when things are coming up, appointments and
Events that I always forget to look at, and Jerry has to remind me, hey, do you know we're supposed to go here, we're supposed to go there? And I'm like, oh, how did you remember that, Marianne? It's in the calendar, it's in the events. Oh, I'm extremely old school. I am a lot less technology than most other people, but I can give an example for even within my children. I have two daughters, and I have one who is very into technology, and when she is dating somebody or with somebody and with her friends, she is always in contact over the phone, text. And I think that's that's the way it is for a lot of young people today. I have another daughter who is not into technology, and when you talk to her about her boyfriend or what they're doing, she does not text him throughout the day, especially at work or anything like that, because she actually made this comment. She said, well, what would we be talking about when we see each other tonight, or when we go out to dinner, if we went and texted each other every second of the day to tell each other what we were doing? And I thought that was pretty cool. So she's a little more old school like me. So that human connection, and when you see a lot of people in a group and they're all looking at their phones, is it a good thing, or are we losing something by being able to talk to people again?
And I think that Renee just said that she likes putting her phone away when she's having lunch or dinner with the person that she's with, and I think that's great. And I do have, I hear a lot of families do that. Your phones get put away, they, or maybe they don't go into their rooms, things like that. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Phones do connect people, though. I mean, you have a lot of social media, which, we can do a whole
Oh my gosh.
whole thing on social media, but it does connect people, and it does bring people together. But it does bring up that question, does it interrupt being present in what you are doing and what's happening right in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is it's just important to look at.
I have another example of that because I know when my children were in sports when they were younger, and I'd be sitting on the bleachers or sitting there waiting for their practice to be over in the grass. Back then, we used to talk to each other, the parents. We would sit there, and the moms or the dads, we kind of got to know each other because we were always at the practice. And a younger friend of mine who has her children involved in activities talks about how she's either sitting in the car on her phone or she's sitting there on the phone. And when she realized she did that, this came out of a conversation because I told her you can actually look on your phone, look in the settings, and look in your apps and see how much time you are spending on these apps.
It's scary.
It is scary.
And I'm guilty of it too.
How much scrolling are you doing?
Absolutely.
You can look on your phone and see how much scrolling you're doing. So she looked at hers and she was really surprised at the amount of time that she was spending on her Facebook. So, or whether it's Instagram or whatever it is, Twitter, I don't even know what that one is, but still. So she made a conscious effort after that not to have her phone out when she was at these practices so she can start talking to some of the other parents and engaging with other people, and not just talking with the other parents, but actually watching the kids practice. That's what people are not doing anymore. They're looking at their phone and they're not watching what's going on anymore. Some people can't even sit. Can you even test yourself to sit for 10 minutes without picking up your phone and just sit? Don't even, not preoccupy yourself with something else, just to sit. People are having a hard time not checking that phone. It's an addiction.
It is. And I know I dropped my son off at camp on Sunday, and last year at the same camp, there was a counselor that did allow them to kind of look at their phones in the evening once they got back to the cabin. Well, this counselor saw his phone and said that, he was giving him that warning in front of me that he would have to take it if he saw it again. So I took the phone home with me, of course. And you should have seen the look on his face. It was like he was almost twitching.
It's like you took their arm off. I know. It's an interesting thing. And of course, what is the only thing that stays the same is change. And I can't expect, the technology today to not interfere with the way we used to have different relationships or communication when I was younger. But it's still, I think it would be nice to have some limits on how much we're spending on technology versus human-to-human contact.
Right.
Jerry had looked up some openers. Like, say you are amongst a group of people and you have the desire to really just look at your phone and not engage, but there are questions and openers that you can have to talk to somebody. Again, it seems silly that we have to bring that up, that there is ways to open conversation. But even if you're with a group and you just ask somebody, where do you work, where are you from, do you have other children, or if they're not in age with children, do you go to school, all sorts of things like that. What did you do today before you came here? Are you going on vacation?
If it's somebody that you know, then absolutely, ask them. Don't ask them yes or no questions. Don't ask anybody a yes or no question.
No.
If you're trying to have a conversation, if you're out with them, especially your kids, don't ever ask them a yes or no question.
No.
They're going to say yes or no, and that's going to be it. So make sure you're asking them a, kind of an in-depth
what are
question.
your plans? Something that they have to describe, and then that could lead to other conversation. What are you doing this weekend?
Right.
Did you, for me, did you try a new recipe lately? For Vic, Jerry might say, what's a great cocktail you like? No.
That's tomorrow.
I know. Yes, there is the wine festival tomorrow in Northeast, by the way.
In Cecil County. So
yes, and tonight is down at the Chesapeake Inn.
There's a great band.
There's a great band there, and a friend of ours is coming. And there's also they're gathering all the boats there for a poker run. It's called like the Thunder of something or other. But anyway, my husband and my son want to go, so I think we're going to be there as well. So lots of things going on.
Lots of things, and lots of times to talk with other people and
meet
connect.
new people face to face.
So think about that the next time you're out, is just the conversation. If you have that urge to pull out your phone, don't. Think about what's going on in your life, or what might be going on in your friend's life, or whoever you are with, and ask them those questions. That let them know that you care, if you do.
Absolutely.
I mean, be genuine about it,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, yeah. Don't sell
And
them.
then once you ask the
Tell
question,
somebody you like their outfit when it looks like hell.
Yeah.
No, be honest and
once
be genuine.
you ask that question, make sure you're listening. Don't just ask the question and then look back at your phone.
Yes.
So
anyway, that was just a little thing that we were thinking about this week, and we just wanted to know how you guys felt about that as well. Alrighty.
So comment below. Let us know if you've watched this, and hope to see you out.
Oh,
put the phone away.
all right. Talk to you next week.
Have a good day, everybody.